What happened on day 1 and 2 of the National Professional Fishing League? Stop 6 on Logan Martin. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new, my name is Steve Chapman. Day 1 and 2 are just wrapping up for the final event of 2025 for the National Professional Fishing League. They are fishing the Coosa River, Logan Martin to be particular. And they do not have streaming on day 1. They only have a live weigh-in, which was a little off because of some just horrible audio for day 1. But they got it fixed for day 2. Now, the NPFL is the only tournament series where you're not allowed to use forward-facing sonar. They started that at the beginning of the year. It has brought them into the forefront of the major fishing organizations. Also, some of the best anglers from the BPT and the elites have joined this tournament series because they want to compete at the highest level, compete for $100,000, compete for the biggest trophy on earth. And that has brought the NPFL, the league, into the forefront. Now, day 1 had Ron Farrow absolutely, crush him with 17-10 on day 1. Now, if you don't know how Logan Martin is, there are a lot of anglers who catch just an immense amount of fish. I think only 2 anglers didn't catch their 5 fish. And generally, if you can catch 10 to 12 per day, you're pretty good. For Ron to bring in 17-10 was absolutely astounding. When you have second place and one of the best anglers on the planet, Patrick Walters, bringing in 15-10, and you're 2 pounds over Patrick Walters, you have done something pretty spectacular and special on day 1. Now, day 2 is when they start their production, when they start their live streaming. I want everyone to be sitting down. Fan-freaking-tastic. I'm not joking. I don't know how much has changed between stop 5 and stop 6. But while they still have some issues with connectivity, the production quality seemed to be 10 times better than stop 5. Starting off with a great introduction video that was probably 20 or 30 seconds that brought all these things together. It was an unbelievable production on the video. Something that we have not seen, no offense, with the NPFL this year. Now, they started a new platform at the beginning of the year. They went from fixed TV to their own platform where they're streaming on YouTube. This was a brilliant idea. But they have slowly but surely upped the production value at every stop this year to culminate to what happened today. This was, without question, probably the second best production value I've seen. That is saying a lot. That's really saying a lot. Now, we're just talking about what we saw on YouTube. This was spectacular. It was amazing. I cannot give enough superlatives for what it was like. It was really close to Major League Fishing and the Bass Pro Tour. And that put them miles ahead of the Bass Elites on just the picture quality. The graphics were good. The commentators' audio was very good. We didn't have any highs and lows or felt like they were whispering. It was all at a certain level. Maybe they need to interject a little bit more so there isn't a lot of dead air space, but the audio sounded fantastic. I will say the only thing I had an issue with is they had some B-roll footage of Kyle Welcher. Obviously, the person who was doing the audio didn't know about gain or popping because the B-roll footage of Kyle was horrible. And you can't have popping. Just like on day 1 in the weigh-in with Al, just overly enunciating, if that's even a word, anglers' names. He would ha and ha, and because he was letting out that voice, your air, it was popping. Luckily, we didn't have that in day 2. And after day 1, we had Kyle Welcher and Patrick Walters tied for Angler of the Year points. And that Angler of the Year gets all their entry fees paid for the next year, which is $5,200 per tournament. And I think they get $20,000 from Progressive too. Day 2 was, without question, the Brandon Cobb show. Brandon Cobb showed why he is amazing on the elites and why he's amazing on the NPFL. And while the weigh-in is going on right now, and I'll tell you the top 10 here shortly, I can't say enough about how much the production product that the NPFL has put out from stage 1 to stage 6, how it's drastically gotten better, that they're drastically putting in the work to be one of the best, how this was so impressive and just great to see. So congrats to the whole team on the NPFL for an absolutely magnificent production quality that you've achieved this season. Now, the weigh-in just finished, and I'm going to tell you the top 10, but Scott Canterbury turned in a bag on day 2 with over 16 pounds, bringing him to be the leader of day 2, after day 2. And Scott is not a rookie, but this is his first year in the NPFL. He has the opportunity to win his second event of the year, which is really, really impressive, especially considering when there's only 6 events for the NPFL. To win 2 of the 6 just shows how strong of an angler Scott Canterbury is, and I wish him the best of luck. Now, the top 10 anglers going into day 3 are Scott Canterbury, Brandon Cobb, Brandon Perkins, Hunter Bachman, Ron Follow, Matt Herron, Buddy Gross, Jesse Wise, Patrick Walters, and Kyle Welcher. Walters and Welcher are actually have the same weight. So right now, as it stands, Kyle Welcher is 7 points up on Patrick Walters for Angler of the Year. That would be Welcher's second consecutive Angler of the Year for the NPFL, which is a humongous accomplishment. To win it, all he has to do is make sure he is 7 places from Patrick Walters or ahead of him. Patrick Walters needs to have a really good day. And Patrick didn't. He really fell off the block. From having 15 the first day to 9 pounds the second day was not what you want. But 9 pounds is a good bag up there. Not a good bag everywhere else, but this is a place where ounces count. And it's going to make for a great final day of the NPFL, which will be broadcast live on youtube.com or tnpfl.com. Are you watching it? Who is your favorite? Do you think Patrick Walters will win? Do you think Kyle Welcher will win? Do you think Scott Canterbury can win his second event of the year? That's what I want to know, so drop a comment below and tell me what you think. Thanks to all the new subscribers and members and everyone who's interactive on the channel. I really do appreciate it. It's a humbling experience, and you guys make this a lot of fun. Weird time, rough time, and I just have to say, you guys are a key part of me feeling a lot better. But if you're not a subscriber, click that button and that like button and that bell so you know when the next video drops. And thank you. Remember, take a kid fishing, tight lines, cheers, and get your fish on.